Yeah, so it's been a while. Hmm, I say a while, some weeks I guess. And I'm at the very last day of all of this stuff. I have only 3 hours left, so I'm not gonna dilly so much. I already got to say this. I was busy with exams, busy with school, so I couldn't really focus on Star Rail or any games for that matter. So, but now I'm here. Let's go ahead and do the first thing. We have to get the message from the Senjo to come back. I don't know how long this quest will be. Hopefully within 3 hours I can get everything. That is just me being awkward. English dub?
What's up, Pom Pom?
Okay.
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony.
Never let you go.
Oh, things are getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Yeah, me too. But wait, won't it look unprofessional if we attend 2 ceremonies in a row? Aren't we supposed to be focused on restoring astral charts?
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like
Friday or Saturday.
or
That's nice.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently
It's Monday left you
overcome
broken,
the
right?
crisis. By holding the war dance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony.
No need to worry. The War Dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships.
No way I just said what?
Aside from star
Monday left me
performances, it's mostly martial
So,
contests.
bro, I'm sorry.
Nothing
Bro,
too different from the
bro, I like-
Taikian
sorry,
rollerball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should...
There's certainly no
I saw
rush.
the
This
opportunity, I took
trailblazing
it.
expedition is with Madame Herta's help. I was planning
It's
to
a bad
deliver
joke, I
some
know. I'm
divine
sorry. I'm
offerings.
sorry.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Law Fu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships.
Here we
Whether we
go.
like it or not, Marge. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend this. So here's the plan.
Let's see if I can finish all of this before I have to fly off in the
Mr.
morning
Yang
later.
and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you,
Ron
Marge,
May?
and Don Hung will represent the
What do you two think? I don't hear any...
Now that everyone's on board with the plan,
Okay. Skip. Talk to her.
Kalinga
It's
Abyss.
Monday already. Yeah, bro.
What does she expect to find there? Current research on the
Monday's gonna leave me broken.
We know.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about. Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back
Leviathan.
for you.
Subnautica. Bro, yeah, bro,
really
crying,
knows how to
bro.
convince people. Between, by the way, Don Hung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Law Fu.
And just let you two wander around aimless. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended. And both the long life and short and
Bro, the
since he
AIO
has extended
is
an
not
invitation,
making the cooling system situation any better. In fact, I can feel the heat even more because the radiator just emits hot
Coming back
hot
to this
air.
place brings back so many memories. You know?
$130 for nothing, I guess.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Cienzo.
CPU running at 73 degrees. Actually, I'll show you. I'll show you real quick. Look at that. 77 degrees, 88 degrees, and the fan is running at like max. I think I should just switch to my
We're
old.
not being forced or enticed
Maybe should have bought a
or
bigger
chasing
tower
after
instead.
wanted
Yeah.
criminals.
Oh,
And we didn't
Oh.
have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly
maybe yeah,
smooth.
maybe yeah.
Quite unusual, I must say.
Maybe I shouldn't have just looked at my wallet and said, "Wow, I have so much money to spend." I do not.
I agree.
It's oh my god, is this kid? $77 plus max at stream plus HSR is crazy, yeah, bro. Yesterday night before I did any tuning, I did one CS
Darskiff Haven always
one
gets
CS premiere,
crowded?
and
Oh, there's so
I
many
cannot
people
concentrate
here.
because
I
it's just
can
hot
barely
wind
hear
blowing into
anything.
my face.
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us.
But let's wait for him in.
Hey, you guys! Hold. Did they just
Wait,
call
Apache?
us? Look at their out. Are you familiar with the Cienzo Lafu?
We know a little bit about it.
We are from
Celsidy
Panic.
probably, yeah,
Maybe you've
probably,
heard of
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We came to this ship to gather interesting material.
Oh, we just left there.
That's great. Do you?
We did, but the local.
Can't blame them.
That's why we're asking fellow. Most of the tourists around at the moment. Yeah, we know about that ceremony.
I've heard the
Well,
ring was actually converted.
I
from a
think
huge
selling it at
distribution
100 or
of
maybe even 90 is still okay. I lose, but I don't
It's a
lose so
massive-
much.
But for now, all we can do is wait.
I'm just
We're
glad I
gonna
didn't
spend a few
throw away the
weeks
whole
before we can board it.
We're
heat
looking
sink.
for unique experience.
You're the expert here.
Like the temperatures are still the same, even before the AIO. It's just now I feel the heat even more than before.
Good idea.
I think it's just time to
Yeah.
new
our
motherboard,
plans
new
have had their fair
CPU.
share of adrenaline pumping.
Thanks for the suggestion.
Look,
Really? Let's go catch.
I raised the volume. I keep forgetting because I play by myself. I'm just like, I don't need it so loud.
There you are! Everyone, this way! Hey, everyone! It's been a while.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since.
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yenching, are you a little bit taller than before?
we've only been away for a few months.
What are you doing?
Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
Do you have to be suspicious around me, too?
You know, the last time we came to the Cienzo, the first person who greeted us was...
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
Seriously, I've never seen the Lafu so lively
Such a rare W moment for the
I
Trailblazer.
was a bit worried
So
that holding
hardly I
the war
hear her
dance
voice.
right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors. The general said this ceremony would... It's a way to showcase our martial skill. By the way, the Cienzo Alliance places... Yeah, I wonder if you've heard of it. The Cienzo Juming boasts skilled craftsmasters.
General
General
Hua.
Huayan,
Just
top-notch
ignore that
craftsman
IN.
himself.
Just General Hua.
By the way, Yenching,
Hua.
I'm sorry for talking your...
it's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever... I agree.
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
Just mentioned security. And now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me.
We'll go with...
civilians. I'll deal with him.
Moonridge. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay. I didn't read.
Borison? Why are there Borison here? This ends now.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set this sea free!
That's half the work. Stand still.
I'm scared!
Strike!
Fight to land!
Dare attack me!
Free will. Relax.
Not good. Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
So
My sword!
you need.
Sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Cianjo friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our car?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and...
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Lafu. And it...
According to the protocol, all...
But we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought
Looks like this argument could go on for... Who's in charge here? I need some...
It's my fault.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. According to the protocol, Borison prisoners should be held on a star skiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground.
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident involves the Ju...
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yenqing. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borison just before arriving, and the Juming's diplomatic vessel came to the...
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borison near the Lafu...
Honestly, it gives me a headache, too. The Juming diplomatic ship. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Lafu, the star skiff lanes are under immense pressure.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the...
I see. It's an Maybe I should gather more details from other...
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's finally.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yenqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Cianjo before the war dance is like a calm lake.
What are those people?
Kobolds. Dang.
Those werewolf monsters are known as Borison. They are abominations of abundance. The Borison have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. And their presence has faded over the...
According to that officer, they attacked an
Yeah, that's what I find. Well, enough with the chit-chat. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer. Thank you, but... By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword.
I doubt she did it on... Perhaps she's around here?
All right, let's not keep...
Don't worry. There aren't many people out.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
been a long journey, Elder Wyatt. Thank you for your presence.
Yeah.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express. Oh. Well, it's an honor to be in your dreams, my friend. Allow me to introduce you to General Hua Yin. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
This looks so familiar.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who come to attend the ceremony.
Wait, hold on. Okay, maybe I was just tripping a little. Wait. Probably, I think I'm just
Elder
tripping.
Hua Yin is not only one of the
I don't know why I
Arbiter
thought
Generals,
this was
but also the
same.
Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission.
Probably just the color.
Besides his martial skills, he excels in forge.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me
But the
long
Marshal-
ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances,
The Marshal
has called me
Hua
back
himself.
to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Hua Yin.
It's my honor to meet you, General Hua Yin.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Lawfu, the same as all of you. So,
Marsh, I get,
these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Lawfu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Hua Yin.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Lawfu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
She looks like she's gonna beat his ass.
Great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
Smug.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh, now you've piqued my curiosity.
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword.
By the snow, bro. What's good? He's good, he's good.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out
Hopefully
it's
all
yours.
good for you too.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
Honkai Star Rail.
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battle... As for this little sword... by the way, If I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Orson prisoner would have
I
gotten
come
away.
back on the 20th September, we go riding again.
Hold on a second, Lee. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lafu's swordmasters.
What did you just say?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, with all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing?
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it.
You two. Be...
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take...
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible...
Okay, so much talking.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business. I'll find another chance to talk with you all.
That's so kind of you.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient...
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yun Li.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies.
Wing shot.
But
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to... see if you can calm them down. Don't...
I'm on it.
this trip is totally worth it, compared to the Juming, but it's a shame the law... Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the war dance? So, you're not a participant? Well, you can still sign up. The Cloud... That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Juming Cloud Knights, and we all train under Grandpa's guidance. Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says it. I have some things to do. Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So, I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him. You claim to cherish your sword. I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was playing. I'll give that poor flying sword some proper mate so he can forget about it for now.
Dang.
I'm sorry.
Not at all. Taunt Yanqing can understand.
I think I did pull when I got white Yun Li. I did. And it was an accident too. I was just building pity. So my chances for Fei Xiao now is just down. And speaking of Fei Xiao, I don't think I'll be able to stream or
This is the
post
report
anything
Xingzu just sent me.
from the 9th to 20th September because actually literally today, in about 10 hours, I'm flying off.
Huh. Looks like the
For
general has
2
given me a
weeks.
tough
But
challenge.
it's not like as if I've taken extended breaks from YouTube before.
Well,
speaking of-
it's not exactly. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't it? Well, let's...
It is the Law Fu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating.
Specific
Might there
instructions
be
from the
any
marshal?
specific...
Oh, his
You're
eyes open.
overthinking it, Jinyuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title? So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Lawfu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, she has come specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's claw strikes like lightning.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead.
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply... Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
What?
Drat. I forgot to ask you and lead... Unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would've... by the way, I don't know if it's just me, but...
Reserve?
Maybe I'm just over...
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhuming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So...
That's right.
Well, that's what makes...
What's so unusual about it?
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have two Arbiter... Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the...
Hold him accountable?
Dan Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence...
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the... Once the spark of suspicion is kindled? The General must have had that in mind.
What was I thinking?
Aw, I was so excited. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Zhuming
An alchemist from the Zhuming...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dunn, the General is under
Come on, don't think like that. Did I say something?
Miss March is right. I don't... Still, I'll do my best to follow...
He looks like he has a lot on his mind.
This is...
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IP. Yeah, exactly.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people?
I am trying. That toxic voice sounds familiar.
Toxic voice.
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the sky, but straight up snatching IPC cargo isn't...
Just as I've said it.
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is keep detaining my cargo and I'll... I was gonna ask you the same thing. Why do I keep running into you? You're staying on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you...
They're in trouble? No, it's me. I'm the one in trouble.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikui.
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Zhuming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention...
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know...
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you.
Why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's up...
Listen here. Firstly,
The Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous...
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lawfu. We'll just fix the
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we...
I understand, but...
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't...
Biological tissue?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need...
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release...
Oh, really? Fine! If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's...
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. I heard how you helped Aramali.
What are you guys whispering about over there?
Okay, time for him to shut up again. Bark like a dog, bro.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the...
Intimidating.
Hey everyone! Meet my old friend Scott. He's very talented, especially at imitating animals.
Stop it! Let's focus on the business at hand.
Okay, get it.
What's
So this
the
bit.
point in dragging up the past?
Sorry.
Oh, you're amazing! Can you teach me?
Just forget it. Even if we set aside the secrecy
Okay, so
of
I've got to
intellectual
bring that
property,
down.
these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable.
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. Maybe you should learn the art of communication from a monkey before you continue spouting nonsense? Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott? If there's any damage after the inspection, the Express... I mean, the Skyfaring Commission will compensate you.
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah, they will compensate you, provided a detailed report of the damage is submitted.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about money. Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call...
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family.
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married to him, you still couldn't rep. We both need to follow the regulations.
Okay, so
because
he wants to follow again.
Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you follow their rules too?
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Xianzhou, but if I violate the IPC regulations, I'll... Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case. Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any law.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Allow me
No
to introduce
freaking way!
myself.
No
I'm
way!
Chen,
No way,
Cauldron
no way.
Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
What's the name? Dang. What a name, bro? Oh yeah, Bukofushi. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Oh my god, it's her. Alright, hold on.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Xianzhou Juming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo.
Oh.
According to the import and export regulations signed between the Xianzhou and IP, since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from...
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory
Yeah, holy shit.
unfold.
He is ruthless. Oh, totally different.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Bro, just do the inspection.
This lady is really something else.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off!
Okay.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise. I'm so everything. Burn to ashes!
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
This is more fight to live!
Free will, or was it... Relax.
Fiend or devil. I'll crush them all!
Oh my gosh.
I weep
I'm
for
so
the
not used to the voice change. What the...
It too shall fall. Cut in the net. Don't worry, it's just a scratch. Again. Can't hurt. Stand still. Still water to May as well count. Relax. Good times. Never. Time to say bye. Boom.
Stand in position. Detonate.
Okay.
I'm so everything. Burns to ashes! Fight to live!
That's half the work.
it.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge. I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. Can't argue with that. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
It wasn't a big deal.
It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
Wait. Oh.
I'm here to pay my respects.
All these years. And the view of the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go. But the...
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes. I grew up here. Listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn...
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit, in my humble opinion. The rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Yeah, this is the tea.
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yanqing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, The Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus...
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the arbor to the Vidyadhara. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought, unfortunately. Even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself.
I wonder.
Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you.
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to...
What a small world. You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You...
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and now that I see you again, I realize your sword...
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on...
Just look at this flying sword. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes?
Fine! You don't have to give it back, because I'll take it.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher?
Get ready to separate.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve...
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with
Clearing out some
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha...
It's so heartwarming to see you both...
Bruh. I'm never finishing this.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were erratic, if you want a contest, I'll be the referee.
Lingsha, as always.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you did...
That's really thoughtful of you.
So, are you both ready?
Stop simping, go. Oh my gosh.
Let me say it again. Be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure... Can we start?
Didn't hurt.
Time for swordplay!
When you finish, use effectively. here.
Relax.
Oh,
Still water.
Cutting in it. That's rubbish. So they just shifted it down.
I'm gonna hold everyone back!
Stand still.
Wields her sword with ease. Shouldn't underestimate her.
It didn't so far.
Yenching, you're beating the lead. Yeah, I have 5 skill points. 7 minutes to more.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
Say bye to breathing.
Relax.
Fiend or devil. I'll crush them all!
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
A one-time enemy. Strike apart.
Another journey begins. Still water uplifted.
Not bad.
Stay captain!
Stand still.
Blade and flight. Swords descend.
I weep for the departed. It did so far.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Time for swordplay.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion. Relax.
Strike apart.
That's half the work. Don't worry.
How many can you block?
Stand still.
Still water uplifted.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Relax.
Time for swordplay. Blade and flight.
I weep
Yeah,
for the
not
departed. It did so far.
See? I won. Your technique was all over the place, and you relied too much on speed. Is this really all the Cloud Knights of the Lawfu can muster? All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried. Oh. Well, then I'll get... If you're trying to pick a fight, just ask, because I'm ready for you.
Oh
Well
my
fought,
god.
my young friends. However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were just sparring.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be the Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Lawfu, too.
Oh, kayak melting bro.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the Great General. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Great General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Lawfu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight. This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Lingsha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jingyuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air. Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Lawfu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are...
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
Says that with a smiley face. Okay.
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you.
Well, life and death, Zhao Zhou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead. Hunting down the as long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire. I don't care how long I live.
Is it open? Oh, okay. Open F10, right? I forgot what's the... no. Open F2? Oh yeah, it is.
You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Oh no, it's, I haven't been chewing now. I'm so tired, it's 1:42.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general? I mean, when Yun Li swung that...
Mine too.
Yeah. You think so too, right? Can't you put a little more enthusiasm?
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are...
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's...
I bet it's about how to deal with the...
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope generals face Xiao and quiet.
As much as I want to finish this, I don't think I can. I'm just gonna go as far as I can before I start to feel too tired or actually disinterested, because you know it does get a bit boring, even though I wanna. It's like I want to finish this and I want to see the story and I want to see the characters, but there's like this freaking wall that's stopping me from going.
Would you like me to relay your message?
I just cannot push on, and without knowing it, I'll just like, I'll random. I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna end it here. It's stupid. That's what it is.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me into perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the huge... But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail. But I've seen enough failures in my time.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yao Qing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Laofu, but the document only says...
I want to
"Attend
go
the
with
war
Xiao, but
dance
if
and
Fuhua
listen to
comes
Fei Shao's
like within the
questions."
next 3 batches, I'm actually gonna scream them my head out.
No need for that. You're all important witnesses.
Because the Marshal is actually being...
The Marshal is well
referenced a
aware of
lot
Jing
now.
Yuan's purpose in holding...
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei? As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking. Oh, by the way, Yes, it's this case right here. There will be numerous contests. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady...
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword... I've been wondering who would be worthy of... Moreover, I hear that Yan Qing is an excellent swordmaster, and...
Thank you for your generosity.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yan Qing.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yun Li.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands...
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested...
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody... Not to be rude or anything,
Quiet down. We have other guests. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the...
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome.
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite
Oh, wait. Are you serious, Jenner? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly.
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped.
I appreciate your kind words, General Watton. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while...
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry.
It'll take you at least a
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move?
So Miss Yunli has already agreed.
General, I haven't graduated yet.
So you're admitting you're...
Yangqing. Teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights.
I see, General.
Now that Yangqing has agreed too.
It's up to you.
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yenqing, Yunli, and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it.
You're too kind. General Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about? I think we strayed.
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss.
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some. But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable, and he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple...
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to... In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please...
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens...
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but as the Luofu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone...
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too? It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day.
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who said...
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was...
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you went as your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Law?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. Although the report from the Luofu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded. Or, as you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an outworlder and a coffin. Claiming to offer the marshal, the Luofu preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. It is for these reasons, well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person.
I understand. I'm sorry. The Luofu has enjoyed centuries of stability since, unfortunately, for a long-life species, enduring through the ages always
That's true. And that's why I'm also here.
Hule, You mean that Hule? The Borisin warhead? The same
The nemesis of the Foxians, who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfarer.
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abomination. Given the situation on the Luofu, those on the Yaoqing are... That's why I was sent here. Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no
Isn't it
survivors.
the one that what's her name? What's her name? The fox lady. I forgot her name. The playable character one. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPs?
No, neither.
Renmi?
Yukong. Have you heard of a person?
I hear a chest. Can I open that real quick?
I'm still feeling sleepy. Did I oversleep? Where did March and Don Hung go?
This place is...
There you are. It's an honor to learn from you, Master. Oh, in all those immersions and novels I watched, when apprentices want to pay their respects to their master. Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
But the blush is actually apparent.
This is, the first time someone has called. Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improvement. I promised General Huayan that I teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent.
Fine. A promise is a promise. Since I promised to study.
Great! That's a...
March is in your hands now, yet.
Don Hung, do you even have a heart? By the way,
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum.
Interesting.
seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing. Master Yunli, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret?
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my... As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay.
Stand aside, rookie. Quickly. Over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. What's this? Cian sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored. You're awesome, Master Yun. See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Juming swordplay, so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords over... Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
The real competition is just getting started. I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird? So what do you think, masters? Does this outfit suit
Holy
me?
heck. Okay, this is cool.
Perfect. I chose it carefully. All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson...
Wait. We're having...
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong... Come on. Step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh, look at that little thing there.
Yeah.
Then I apologize in advance.
Ah, okay.
Please have some team.
Pay close attention, Miss March. Lawful swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your movements.
Right on time. Yes, you! Ignore him. Strength is everything.
Like this?
Well done! Time for swordplay.
Right on time.
Practice is over. Sword to
Just like something they can hold up. I have your knee, I just haven't played.
Yes, you! What are you made of?
I'm starting to get the hang of it. You'll make good practice. Here you go, Master.
Right on time.
Awesome. Ready to shine. What? Hard and focused mind. Here I come.
What?
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What? Yes!
Iron is hot.
What are you mumbling about? Isn't this, sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool?
How many can you block? Strike the part.
You'll make good practice. Yeah!
Yes, you! Right on time.
Oh, I get it! All right, check out this move. Nice job!
Yes, you!
I didn't expect the first lesson.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a...
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry.
Given the situation, I believe Miss
Her strength. Seriously, do you actually know anything about sword?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require a...
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then...
You're quite the theorist.
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to someone.
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing.
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
Aww.
Montage. Alright, like and stuff. Oh my gosh, I have to upgrade everything. Okay. What do we use here? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. No problem. No problem. Might be a useful unit for me now.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going? As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters. And I've been honing my sword skills with their guide. One of them is Yenqing. The boy we both masters are super strict. I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. Then I tried to rope Don. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot thanks to their guidance. I've actually made some progress. Looking forward to your reply.
Well done. Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Just you wait and see. I'll show off my skills in the ring and win a match. I'll make both of you proud.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up.
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, Masters.
Miss March, you're...
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the swordmaster.
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle?
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance.
Why are you two arguing again?
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance.
You're...
What are you laughing at? You've got pink hair too. I'm Jiaocho, the healer working for the general of the Senju.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing.
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the general's...
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking?
Well, my curiosity from my professional experience. Cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that, for example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow...
All this talk... Aren't you a healer?
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school...
So...
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make... Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts.
Why is this guy suddenly...
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my...
No.
This is called...
Is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism. This thing can save lives or...
That may be so.
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden?
Seems like you get real excited when talking about...
Picture this. 2 individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down in the throes of combat where life and death hinge on a singular moment, surviving the battle.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiao.
Well.
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance, I asked the general, We Cloud Knights are supposed to and this is how the General replied. To unsheath your sword, the war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yan-Qing. Well, hearing you speak so highly of it.
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go!
Can I do the March 7th stuff now? Must I finish this entire thing? Oh. Dang it, bro. I wish I had started this like yesterday or something.
Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the sky.
I don't have the energy to do this. It's 2:10 AM.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
What's up, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky Splitter.
It doesn't look all that impressive from...
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Luofu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences. Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloudlands. Since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay and the art. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I'm even in the thick of battle. Each day, I could feel myself getting... But then, I faced a really tough opponent. And just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. After that, I had to pick up the pieces and try to put myself back together. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? While the General could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't. But after talking with you as a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's... When I wield my sword, it feels like... That's why.
Oh, Yan-Qing. So young, yet so grown up.
Age doesn't really matter. All sword masters will understand how I...
I get it.
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yan-Qing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound...
Need I repeat myself again?
Well, I don't have a dream like Yan-Qing does.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their... So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them.
Hey, what do you mean by an
I see. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and...
What? You're leaving already?
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities. And by the way, Yan-Qing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an...
Actually, this is a restricted area, but...
I understand.
Seriously? Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly...
You know, for some reason, seeing this... All right, I'll take you out of the Stargate.
up, Red Fang. This is not a beast ship. I need some time to take care of things.
You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. And now
I'm doing my best, all right?
when the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. How's that? Who's there?
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargate?
Hey, kids, didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer, Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and...
First of all, I'm an adult. Second, I didn't just break in.
Yeah, we flew here on a starskiff. Like, whoosh!
Well, I'm not trying to tell you off.
Big sis, let's go.
Ever hunt planes? Yeah, sure. Big sis will take...
Shuha! You should have let me. Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
Could you repeat what you just said, Yenqing?
What did I say?
Big sis, let's go.
Come on. Can't you read the room?
Yeah, anyone could see that. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not...
I knew that from the beginning.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Mac...
What? Is he famous on the Lavu or something?
You have a point.
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. They're from various departments, and the reason for the overhaul seems legit. But I have a feeling that if we secretly follow my lead and be careful...
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them.
We should have just killed those lowly beasts. Those little brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over this place.
Cut the theatrics, Gulak. Even the slightest slip-up could interfere with Lord Moktok's...
So where are we heading next?
To check the freight skiffs. Weapons, supplies. We've...
So, are they...
I have no clue. But they seem to be moving those crates. Hang in there!
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skiff and...
Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule. Is it just me? Don't be so bad.
Looks like they're planning to escape on... They keep talking about their plans, but...
They're definitely up to something.
Tread softly, breathe quietly, and make sure to keep an eye on them. Hide out of sight as soon as there's any sign of activity.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out of time. Shuhard,
leaving. We should catch up to them. Quickly! Did he spot us? Quickly, hide! What are they up to? They're all wearing official uniforms.
Never mind who they are.
But
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us. Lord Moktok is ready.
What did he just say? Beast ship.
Who's there?
It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot! Wipe them all out!
Borson? Need a shine.
Adusa! Die, you lowly beast!
Recalibrating. Fiend or devil. I'll crush them all!
I'm so everything. Burn to ashes! Set this beast on fire!
That's half the work.
Firefly! I could take 10
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
How is this possible? How did these Fox...
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borison, just like the bandits I defeated on the IPC ship.
Wait, that means...
Well, how did the Borison manage to infiltrate the Sienja?
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter them. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knight? Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe Lujun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lujun before. It was a few weeks ago, when we were transporting the... If they can forge official identities and move around the Sienjo without raising suspicion...
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on the Express...
There are more Borison hiding on the Sienjo. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine Force.
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Fei Xiao, the General of the Xianzhou Yao Cheng.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green.
He's the reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you. Outside the reports from the Law Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained. Straight to the point. I like it. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention. Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundant. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of... While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. Let me be clear, the questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so please don't take offense if it...
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind, we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions.
You have a clever tongue.
Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to resolve the Stellaron crisis. However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation. So, why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that some of you have a connection with them?
Apart from the Law Fu, there are many other worlds suffering from Stellaron corrosion. For example, Eurilo 6, the world that the Express stopped at before reaching the Law Fu, was one of them.
To the Express, Stellarons act as roadblocks on the Silver Rail and pose risks to the warping process. And that's why dealing with Stellaron issues is part of the duty of the Nameless.
Ah, I've heard about those problems caused by Stellarons. The Express connects various worlds, so it makes sense for you to take care of this. The cosmos is a mess, and the Trailblazers are just doing their best to fix it. I understand. Let's move on to the next question. The report suggests that Don Shu, the master of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, colluded with the Lord Ravager, but here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and summoned the Stellar...
I personally met Don Shu once. Her closest friend was killed during the war on the Fanghu, and she harbored deep hatred towards the Hunt. So she spent years making preparations in the Alchemy Commission in order to take revenge.
Revenge is also a form of the Hunt. However, that doesn't explain how she managed to bring the Stellaron.
Well, you should ask Don Shu herself for the answer.
Unfortunately, Don Shu is dead, and even her corpse has crumbled into ash. According to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is the master. She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring Commission.
Back then, we were working with Diviner Fu, and she also witnessed Fantilia's true form. You're not going to doubt one of your own people, are you?
Of course not. We can trust the testimony of Master Diviner Fu Xuan. However... Oh. It seems that your answers have addressed all my questions. Generals, I am finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think?
The two Nameless have been honest in their answers. However, the three questions I posed earlier were not just for the... First, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Law Fu. Yet the second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy. And in third, you insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual...
The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long... As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it. And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The law
But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled.
So what are your thoughts on all of this?
As a fellow Arbiter General, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across, just as what happened on the
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borison...
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borison. It's a woman...
That's Ventilion.
That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, I've always had faith in my instincts. So, I don't...
What's in this plan?
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. And for that, I'll have to ask... No, I'm not imprisoning you.
I'm okay with that.
Your willingness to help,
then.
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance. But I would like to urge...
So, you are here for Hule.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Lawfu's shackling prison.
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis.
And as for Hule, I'll send my Lieutenant Zhao...
I am tired. I am very tired. I don't think I can go through it more. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to myself as well, but I can't get this. 1 hour left, no way, bro. I need to sleep. Alright, then that's about it. I'm disappointed. Ah, man. Let's see what I got at least. Okay. How much do I have? Yeah, my brain is so slow that I can't even. Yeah. You know, yeah. Okay. Alright then, goodbye.